We kind of look like a basketball starting lineup.
I don't know.
Without Andrew. We're like 4 of a 5 players.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I did basketball when I was little, but then I got too short.
Aww.
Got too
You got short. You were really tall and you shrunk.
Yeah, when everyone was the same size.
She was 6'7" and
if
then
we
she
were
shrunk.
if we were a basketball team, Andrew, you can play in on this as well. What positions? I mean, I'd have to be.
I call it
Okay, Mark. You know that quarterback isn't a basketball
Oh my God.
position.
front line
Can I
receiver.
tackle people?
Frontline receiver.
Go
You're
for
already
these.
one of those
He's on the front line.
front lines.
Essential worker.
He's an essential worker on the basketball team.
God dang it.
I was not good at basketball.
You don't have to be. Just stand there and hold your hands straight up. They wouldn't even be able to see the rim.
Oh my God.
Mark's the cheerleader.
Mark's the cheerleader.
Jamie, what position would you like to play?
I'll be the cheerleader also.
2 cheerleaders. Double cheerleaders. We're left with Big Hay in
And
the
I'm
center.
center.
I
Wade's
would
doing all the
be.
other stuff.
I
Wade's
could
the
be
quarterback.
I would be our power
Wade's the
forward.
quarterback.
I'm the enforcer. Like if they come into the paint,
The
they're
referee?
getting hurt.
I can be the water
No,
boy.
not like the actual enforcer of the rules, but the enforcer of like the meanness of our team.
The
Like,
enforcer of the rules.
So-
One has a whistle.
A specific team referee.
yes, I'm only the GMineo team's referee. The other referees are over there.
So it's just
I think
me and
Andrew
you
has to
play.
be our coach. So basically, we have a team made up of 2 cheerleaders, a power forward, and a center that's never played basketball.
I
Yes.
And
have
Andrew.
played basketball. I wasn't good at
It sounds pretty OP
We're good.
to me.
Oh, you
I was
weren't
not
good
good
at
at it.
Nerf
So we already
that.
know that I'm not good.
Nerf that. Facts.
Nerf that.
Nerf, please.
We need to find a sport we'd all have like a specific position for. We could be a rowing team.
League.
True.
Rowing team.
We could be a rowing team.
Could we?
Yes. I would anchor the back because I would pull.
And we'll just sit in the front.
How about
you all
you?
are just sipping
Yeah,
like
a pina colada.
pina coladas in the front with your legs
Sunglasses
crossed.
on.
I'm like
That's
waving
nice.
a big giant leaf while I'm rowing the boat.
You and Andrew
We're only going in a
on
circle.
both sides.
Okay, let's see what topics we. Oh.
Do the thing.
69.99
GMineo. Welcome back
changes
to our
every time.
podcast. This is the 6th episode of
They
our
do that.
podcast today. And
Obviously,
yes, there's. Did you want to say it?
no.
later?
I was just that you were taking a while. So yeah, we have a new host / family member here, GMineo, Jaemi. Brand new,
Brand new.
ready to go.
New
Very
champion.
brand
Off the press.
Hot off the presses. I was trying to see what positions we'd play on a sports team. That didn't go well. So instead, we're just going to remain hosts of GMineo. So yeah, Jamie's first podcast. Guys, let's get some house cleaning stuff out of the way. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe to GMineo Let's Play. It's our second channel, and also on our main channel, GMineo. Make sure you like, subscribe over there. If you're listening to this patio. If you're listening to this on your patio or on the patio, if you're listening to this in audio form, make sure you subscribe and leave a review over on Spotify. This will be coming out soon-ish. We hit our limit
Yeah.
on our vocal
Damn.
releases, but it's coming up.
Are we
a couple
teaching
days.
to buy the
Don't
We're
Wow.
dumping them. We're dumping them out.
We're done.
It's like you on the patio. We're dumping them out.
Why me?
I meant the viewer.
Podcast
I meant the
after
listeners.
podcast.
The
I was
You're
looking at
me
Haley.
like
I was
you.
looking at Haley, but audio listeners, you wouldn't know that. So just imagine you're on the patio. Okay, so today we had questions from the
Yeah, I
members.
asked some of our Styrofoam and Plastic members if they had any topics for us to discuss.
While you're looking at those, Jamie, what are you most excited about as far as GMineo? Are you excited about the community, the ideas, anything you got? What are you excited about?
Definitely the community and
Yeah.
like growing the channel and growing connections and like connecting with everyone. I'm really excited to hopefully start playing games with everyone and everything.
I was gonna
Have
say
some gaming nights a little more.
we could. There we go. We
Nice.
could kind of talk about our first kind of, because we did that with us, our first impressions of each other. We could do kind of what we thought, when we saw Jaemi. I'll be the first. She was so bubbly, and it was such a good thing too, because when we interview people, it's either right when we get in or right after lunch, so we're
Yeah.
dead.
We're so dead.
And you guys know this. We are tired always for some reason. Like we wake up
Professionally
tired.
tired.
We are
That's why we
professional.
always have every single video. We have the energy drinks, we have the coffee,
yeah.
we have like a full bar just on the side.
Yeah, we do. We actually have a bartender off screen that we just make it 2 bangs.
We hired
A side of
Punch me,
sugar.
please.
He's texting on his
2
phone
bangs
right
and I'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
so,
my god.
Not during work.
Fix it, Andrew.
Barista Andrew.
So-
The espresso machine off camera.
He's got like a bow tie. So, so instead of an energy drink, we interviewed Jaemi, and it was just like a breath of fresh air. We were like, oh
Yeah.
wow, she's very bubbly, she's exciting, she's definitely something that I know the community will love. Just a great, bubbly, very vibrant personality, and I think that was my first impression. I remember what you told us, which is so funny. So we interviewed her, and her setup looked so cool, like her background. And everything.
I know, I was just going to say that.
Yeah, but
You're taking all my first impressions.
Sorry. It was funny because she goes, I had to hide my alcohol from you guys. And then she saw,
funny.
well, no, just a second ago, I was flexing my setup. I was like, yeah, check my setup out. And she saw the first thing, she didn't care about the lights or how cool it looked. She's like, okay, you have alcohol on your suit.
I can put mine back in, right?
She's like, thank God, I can put mine back in.
Well, like I was like trial streaming with my friends, right? And my friends were like, "You should hide your alcohol." I don't think that's professional to have. And I'm like so sad. So I'd like put it on the top shelf of my shelf. So maybe in another video you guys can see my
Jaemi took
setup.
3
but
years to put all her alcohol on the top shelf.
It was a lot.
Another one up here.
No, I'm kidding.
Reevaluating life. Wait a second. Why is this one?
I have a lot
She has
because
to
I
get
like
like a
to
tow
bartend.
truck up there.
So let me call you all. Hold on.
Had to grab a ladder.
Has to get like a U-lift.
You left.
So yeah, sorry, I took everybody's
You
first
down,
impressions.
yeah, I think that was kind of shared among
Yeah.
among all the. I was gonna talk about the setup as well. It was very cute. It definitely beats out mine. Mine, Mark says it looks like a doctor's office setup. So
Yes.
anything is better than that. But yours was so cute. So
Oh,
we
thank
really
you.
appreciate
That's
that.
your brand. You're a doctor,
That's my
PhD.
brand.
Haley looks like a substitute teacher with no students.
I'm on a Zoom meeting just waiting for my students to go.
Is
I put in the wrong code.
She's a substitute teacher where all the Zoom kids don't pay attention. They just like interact with each other. She's just sitting here.
They would pay attention if they were there.
Why is our teacher
While
so
you're playing
tall?
League.
While I'm playing League. Wow, Wade.
It's like,
Stop. Haley,
Enough.
all right. So yeah, that was my first impression. It was really, I thought she would fit perfectly here, and of course that's what we went with, and now she is GMineo fan band. All right, you said you had questions. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
my first impression. I thought it was
I'm
cool.
gonna pick kind of random ones. Taco asks, any kind of trouble you guys have gotten into at school, like for skipping or running away from home? Oh my goodness, running away from home and such, etc. Any crazy stories like that from our school years?
Did you guys have any?
That's a
Did you
fun
guys have any
topic.
running away from home stories as a kid?
Yes.
Let's hear it, because I did too.
When I was in like 3rd grade, and I was so mad because I literally had like this little Barbie suitcase. It was probably like this big.
Yeah.
And I was gonna live on the corner of my street. I was gonna like make my home there. And I remember I was mad at my parents, and I like stormed upstairs and I
Yep.
put down my Barbie suitcase and I flung it open. And all I took were I had like these little like toy horses, and I had 2, and it was all that would fit in my suitcase. And I was
Horse
like,
girl
I
confirmed.
was like, I guess I need like clothes and stuff, but they're just not gonna fit. Not if I put the.
You gotta
Not if I put my
sacrifice.
toys in there. So then I just put 2 and then I zipped it up, and then and then my parents came in and they were standing in my doorway and they looked and they were saying like this and they were like laughing, and I was like, they thought it was so cute, and I was so mad.
Oh.
I was like, you don't understand, I'm leaving. You think this is funny?
That's like you know.
Did they let
Small
you? Did they let you
child.
leave? Did they let you leave?
No, they didn't let me leave.
Okay,
It was
so
great.
I got a good story. Something similar. I'd gotten in trouble for something. I don't even remember what. But they took my go-kart away. I had a go-kart. I had bought this go-kart with my own money.
Yeah.
That I had like done the whole lemonade thing, and I bought this go-kart, and they took it away from me because I was being bad or whatever. So I was like, I'm running away. You can forget it. I'm taking my dogs with me. I had 2 blue heelers, and so I did the whole thing, the suitcase. Even though mine wasn't really a suitcase, it was more like a backpack. It was
Yeah.
a Batman backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Took my Batman. I did the same thing. I took my GI Joe. I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade. Took my GI Joe. Took my Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Nice.
I don't know what I would use those
The
for.
essentials.
I did take a towel. I took a towel in case it rained.
Oh my god.
And so
I love how
get
you remember this.
I
A
get
towel
out.
in your Yu-Gi-Ohs.
Yeah, my Yu-Gi-Ohs, my
You can
Batman,
resell the Yu-Gi-Ohs and buy a house.
There you go. I could have bought a house. So there was this. My mom knew everywhere I played. Right, I had this because I lived in the country, so there was a lot of free roam to kind of go around.
Yeah.
So she let me walk outside. She was like, "All right, go ahead." It was like noon. I was like, "All right." So I take my dogs. I got them both on them. They're little leashes. They're stronger than me, so I'm like dragging. Like, come on. So we go down to this little. It was like basically a little creek bed that I would play in behind my house, and I was gonna live there. Because there was
Nice.
I was going to live right there. There was like a tree overhang. So I laid down my towel. And
You laid down your
I
towel.
laid down my towel.
Put out your Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Started playing.
For sale.
I was there for all of 2 hours. Came home.
Wow, 2 hours.
I came home and negotiated my stay. I said, I'm only staying if I can have my go-kart back. They went, no. I was like, can I have lunch?
Okay, fair.
Can I help?
I was like, if I can have lunch, I'll stay. And we negotiated.
You're like,
a
lunchtime's
stay.
over. You're like, okay, maybe tomorrow.
I'm like, I'm staying on this point. Lunch or I'm out of here.
I love how similar our like stories. We're having toys.
It's like the essentials. You don't think about food, water, shelter. You just think,
I'm not gonna survive.
I better
without
have
these.
Batman. G.I. Joe's gotta be there and give me a towel. I'm straight.
And your Yu-Gi-Oh
And my
cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah,
I wanted my Red Eyes Black Dragon. I needed that. What about you guys? Any runaway stories?
I have a real running away story.
Wait
a minute.
okay, I have two. Okay, so when I was like young, my dad, he's like a big douchebag, right? Like, he would do things to like toughen me up.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was this one instance where like at Walmart we were like shopping together, and he was like gone for like 5 minutes, and I was like by the cart. I was like, oh, this is one of his tests. Okay, I better just like go walk home. You know, he's probably left me. Isn't that so
Oh
sad?
my god.
I was like,
That was great.
yeah, it's like 3 miles away, like 4 miles away.
Oh my god.
So
How old
I
are you?
I was like 11 or 10.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So then he got mad at me, and I was like, "Why are you mad at me? I thought these were like one of your tests."
Yeah.
Um,
Can't be mad at the man.
yeah.
He thought, I'm going to just prove it. I'm going to walk home. Stranger tries to help me. Get out of my way. I'm on a mission.
I actually had a lot. I was like,
Yeah.
A lot of
almost
what?
got
a
there.
lot of
strangers coming up to
strangers.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very
Well, you were
scary.
11.
Oh,
So
wow,
that
that's
makes
11.
sense.
You were 11. This was last year.
This is
Right? So you were.
Yeah, that's true.
Marcus,
Oh my
Marcus
gosh.
12. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and there was another one that led up to like all those events where we actually had to like run away from my dad. He was like very abusive.
he's not in your life zone anymore.
Yes.
I will body slam Mark's dad on his head. Facts. Don't ever touch. Don't
Wade
ever
versus
touch my
Mark's
Mark.
dad 1v1.
1v1.
He's like Yone. He literally has double samurais. It's
I will shoot you with.
But
the
no, he's no longer here.
I won't be
Anyways,
messing around with
that's my
swords.
story.
With swords. Jamie, after that riling story, do you have anything?
The bubbly Jaemi.
I was a
Bubbly
good
as
kid
a-
and never ran away from home. Because if I did, my parents would be like, "You bring shame to the family."
We balance each other
So,
out.
Family.
yeah, I was like, "Oh, I gotta be good, or my shame is going to be brought upon the family."
I was perfectly fine with
But,
shaming my
but wait,
family.
wait, when I got to college though, I had this physics class that I had to take, and my professor on the day one was like, "You don't have to come to class. If you want, you can just have your grade banked on the final." So guess who never went to class at all and got a B in the class still.
Nice.
That's the Haley. That's the Haley
It
rebel
was
right
so
there.
bad because I had a classmate in that class that like knew me personally, and he was always like, "Wait, you're in my class too?" Because I'd always ask him for questions about like, "Wait, what is this thing again?" Because I just do practice problems at home and I understand it. But sometimes I need help, and they'd just be like, "Oh, wait, you're in the class too?"
Mystery
Yeah.
classmate. Mystery
yeah.
classmate Jamie. I like it. I like it. Yeah, that was. I mean, trouble in school. I didn't really get in trouble in school too much. I played a lot of sports, so I feel like I got a lot away with a lot.
Mhm.
Versus if some of the other kids were doing some of that stuff, they wouldn't have got away with it. I remember one time. So in the South, you get paddled at school, which I got paddled at school once. And
What,
my mom
back in the
about
80s?
fought the teacher. It was wild.
Back in the 80s when you were growing
Yeah,
up.
back in the 40s when everything was in black and white. Out of your eyes, you saw black and white. That's what happened. So one time, I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, I was talking back, and that was like a big no-no.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade, same time. My teacher was like, and I was always a good student, did everything on time, but she was like making me read in class, and I hated reading out loud. I would read, but I didn't want to read out loud, and I was just like, no. She was like, you're gonna read. I was like, you're gonna stop asking me to read. So she took me outside, paddled me. My mom, because you have to sign a permission thing to be paddled. My mom hadn't signed it. She got so mad.
Oh, how do I get paddled?
Mark goes to my elementary school. I'm not reading out loud. That lady was like 78. She's probably dead. But yeah, so my mom tried to fight an elderly lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom comes to the school and she's like, "Don't you ever paddle my son." Yada yada yada.
Nice.
And the lady's like,
You're a mama's boy.
Yeah, oh
Your
God,
mom will
yeah.
protect
I'm a
you
big
somewhere,
mom's
yeah.
boy. And she was like, lady was like, he was doing this in class. She goes, I don't care what he was doing. We'll go outside and see how you like it. Like she was
That's
ready.
where we got
And you
that
gotta think
from.
how big I am. My mom's about 6 feet. She's a big lady.
Oh,
She's
So-
6 feet. I thought she was like 5'8".
She's like 5'11", 6 feet. She's probably shrunk now, but back in her heyday, back in her big heyday, She was something else.
Yeah.
So I've got great stories about my mom. But yeah, that was probably the only time I got in real trouble at school. Was I just talked back and got paddled.
Yeah.
Hurt too, man.
I was kind of a good kid in like elementary school and stuff, but one day, or it was April Fool's, and like we always pranked my mom on April Fool's because she would always fall for it. And this is the only time I pranked my mom, but my teacher was giving out like fake like detention slips or like fake. They were called, what were they called? But they were like, it was if you got written up at like the office
Pink
for doing
slips?
something really bad. Yeah, something like that. And
Dress code?
no, it wasn't dress code.
No,
No, she was giving out like fake ones for April Fools to like give to your parents. But it was like she didn't like write anything on it. She just wrote April Fools. So I was like, that's dumb. She wrote it like really small. So I crossed out the part where it said April Fools. And I made up this story like as if I was the teacher writing it, and I made it like way too intense.
Yeah.
I said I beat someone up and like called them like a loser and I think I put like
killed a child
yeah,
today at school.
I put something like really severe, like
Right.
I like brought out some sharp object and I was like,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna make myself sound insane.
Yeah.
And then I brought it home to my mom and I was like, oh, this is gonna get her so good. And then she like read it and she just like she was reading it and her face was like, and I was like, I was putting on like a complete like show for her. I was like,
Poor thing.
and she reads it and she's like. And then she just starts bawling.
Oh. Why would
you do
I felt so bad. I was
Oh.
like, it was a joke. It was a joke. I was like, I'll never do an April Fool's Day prank again. And I literally never did.
You're about to start
I
crying.
felt so bad. I had to start crying, but it was,
Big
like,
Hay made
it
the
was
mom
so
cry,
sad.
man.
Princess Diana.
that's why I don't like April Fool's Day anymore. I was like,
One of the
she
worst-
was so sad.
One of the worst times I ever made. I told you guys a story. I made my mom cry playing Frogger. I told my mom. So my mom's really good at Frogger. She's got like boomer game knowledge.
Okay.
She's never good at any game ever. She's always asking questions. Like we play Jackbox. She's like always logged out of her phone. She can't understand it. But she's really good at Frogger.
Yeah.
Or at least she was when we played. And I'm very competitive. It'll pop out a little bit on stream. I get a little tilted, but 7-year-old Wade had no filter. It was just, I hate everything. I'm gonna break everything in sight. So I was a brat, and my mom continues to beat me in Frogger, and she's living it up. She's laughing. She's having a good time. She's like,
You did tell the story.
can't handle it, whatever, right? And so finally, I just get frustrated to the point where I'm like, and I throw the controller down, and I was like, you know what? I want a new mom. And I walk out of the room, sit there on my thing, and as a kid, when you're like, shoot, I just did something bad.
Yeah.
And so I sat there for about 5 minutes, and I was like, okay, she's not coming out to scold me or get mad at me. This is one of those I'm not mad, I'm disappointed moments. So I sulk back into the room, and she's crying.
Oh,
And
no.
I was like, and she was like, if you want a new mom, you can't have one. And she built this whole diatribe. I was like, I don't want a new mom. I just hate losing. All right, next question. I just wanted to make sure that Haley didn't feel bad for making her mom cry because I've done the same thing.
Thank you.
On maybe
I
a
do
worse
feel
level.
bad, but I'm glad that
We can
we're
share
not
in
alone
misery.
in running away
We're
from
terrible
home,
kids.
living like 20 feet away from our home, bringing toys, and then making our moms cry. Sounds like we had a very similar upbringing.
Jamie's like, I wanted to bring honor to my family. I'm like, I will make you cry.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh god.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I was the worst son as a young one.
no.
I was just mean. But now I'm not. Mom, I love you now.
I know.
Control
I love my
that
mom
tilt.
too.
Until we play Frogger again.
Or League of Legends.
Oh,
Then you're
God.
going down.
Then
Oh, gosh.
Mama Bear's coming out. The Zips of
Let me see.
Akron. Shout out Mana Junkies, Midwest.
Nice. Okay, let me see if we have anything else.
You had one question?
No.
Well, I
You
mean,
played it up like you had a ton of questions. Sick of this, Haley.
There are. Okay, I'll just do a random one. Because there are a lot, so I'm trying to choose ones because we probably can't get to all of them. Who's sitting at the table would you eat to survive during the apocalypse and why?
Jamie's gonna go first. You guys gonna eat
wait!
me?
You're the biggest, most
You're the
meat.
biggest.
I am pretty
That's
meat.
fair.
I'm meat. I'm beefy thick. I'm beefy thick. The question is, which part of me would you eat first? It's gotta be the juicy cakes. It's gotta be the thick, juicy cakes. I mean,
I shouldn't have asked this question.
is that not true, Mark? Confirm.
I'd rather just die.
I don't want to
Andrew,
go
can you
cannibal.
confirm?
I'd rather eat
my cakes
myself.
are
Can
juicy
you eat
and thick.
yourself?
Yes, you can.
Andrew just
Yeah.
confirmed it off
Because-
camera.
What, that your
Am I-
cakes are juicy?
And thick.
How does he know about
I think
this?
that's
We
we're
sit next to each
Aston.
other. We sit next to each other. I will take all the harassment.
I mean, in the slumber party picture, people were like, "You got some things back there, you know."
Facts. They said I had the
Their butt pads.
I might have walked in front of camera. Butt pads.
We
I might have walked in front of camera on purpose.
Butt pads.
I was like,
It's a spoop. Gathering up in there.
It's a diaper that he has to wear all the time now.
Here's the
Walking around
thing.
after
Here's
work.
the problem. You guys would have to kill me, and that's impossible.
That's
Jamie might have some
Jamie
things.
seems confident.
Jamie's gonna crack one of those alcohol bottles and come out.
You just need to find a pressure point.
They said it's
No
just-
matter how big someone is, just find a pressure point.
If it's an apocalypse situation, I have already decided if there's an apocalypse, I'm just going to like go to a grocery store. I'm gonna get like a really expensive champagne, and I'm just gonna like
That's gonna be it.
lay down and I'm just gonna
alcoholic, by the way.
submit.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna
I
die.
am too.
I'm gonna survive the apocalypse. Yeah, facts.
Okay, Wade will try. Wade will
I
try
would
to
eat all
survive.
3 of you in one bite, Tom Kent style.
Fair.
I'd be like, hey, y'all do it.
How about Andrew?
Andrew, I feel like would find a way to get crafty and get away from me.
Yeah.
He would leave you guys for sure.
Oh, for sure.
If the apocalypse started right now,
100%.
Andrew would dip out of that back door and leave you locked in
100%.
this room.
I think Andrew would protect us.
I
Andrew's
would,
not
I would
listening.
run
I
to a
hope.
Costco, bar the
Andrew would-
doors, make a
A
garden,
Costco.
so like I'll have vegetables to eat.
Nice.
But as the
Grass.
time the vegetables
Honestly,
are
we can
growing,
just stay here and eat the grass. We have freaking jungle.
Grass.
Mark turns into one of those
are those plants
stegosaurs.
edible?
We have fruits. We have fruits.
Oh,
in
yes,
us.
fruits?
Mark turns into a
Yeah, we have
brachiosaurus.
fruits.
He's just eating it. Yes, so my answer is all 3 of you. Because I would need to have a healthy diet.
I think
If we're in
Haley
an
and I would
apocalypse
eat each
situation,
other.
one of you's not going to work.
Wife through
No?
friends.
Yeah, like I would eat your arm, you would eat my arm.
And then self-sustain each other?
Yes.
Nice.
Or also
This is
kill
what
each
best
other
friends are
in the
for.
process.
Exactly.
You're both killing each other.
That's true.
That's a good point, though. You got to come after me. I'm the thickest. I don't know. Mark's pretty thick. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay,
Big dicky.
let's get to another question because we have quite a few.
Okay.
Ashley asked, "What's your favorite book/book series?"
Ooh,
Harry Potter, hands down.
The
Harry
Gone
Potter?
series.
I love Harry
The
Potter.
Gone series?
Yes.
What is the Gone series? I
It's
should know
a
this.
6-book series by Michael. I forgot his last name. Oh god! But it's about like a group of a small city that has like a dome that like goes around it, and everyone over the age of 16 disappears, and the kids inside, some kids develop superpowers.
Oh,
So it's
go.
really
They made a
interesting.
TV show about that, didn't they?
I don't
Maybe
think
not,
so,
maybe
but
not.
something similar.
I think there's a real life thing for that. I'm pretty sure his name's Wade Clemens, and he is a part of this superhero. I just haven't showed you the abilities
Okay.
yet.
I just really like it because there's something for everyone, you know?
She said
like-
16 and younger.
But
You're
you
way
just,
gone.
even if you have
Boomer.
Yeah, you're way gone.
even if you have
You're all way
superpowers,
gone.
you disappear.
Yeah.
I'm dust at this point.
But it's
I'm
only the
Thanos
small
snapped
dome,
to dust.
though. It's like small city that just disappears.
Wade's 40.
It's really
7.
interesting.
47.
I am not a big reader. I don't think that shocks anyone here.
What about book series that were created in the movie series that you watch?
Comic books were something I definitely got into as
He
a
likes
kid.
MMA.
Those MMA books, you love those. I liked, no one's going to know this, but there was a children's kind of sports book series by Matt Christopher that I really liked. I'm trying to think of like stuff
I
that
love
I've
that
read
book.
in adulthood, but I don't really read, man.
Emails?
I read
Sponsorship
emails.
emails?
I don't type well back in emails. We've
Let's.
established.
No, we
Let
established.
is.
We had an incident where Wade. It was decided that Wade
I
was
might have
not,
lost us a
never going to.
sponsorship.
You may
I
have.
might have lost the sponsorship, and it's because of my grammatic. And this is the thing. I was an English major as a freshman. And I,
You were?
Yeah, and I switched.
No one could thank God you
Good
switched.
reasons.
Wade is barred from our email.
She said, "Thank God you switched."
I mean, if you type in lettuce instead of let us in the email, that
No,
was an English
Capital E, capital L, capital E, and then T S.
No, there was a space. There was capital E, capital L, capital E, space, lowercase
And
t.
I don't even have the excuse of I type too fast because we did the type test here in the office, and I'm like the slowest. I'm doing this on the keyboard.
You beat Haley, though.
I did beat Haley.
You did not beat me.
I smoked
You didn't
Haley's
beat me.
boots off
My caps lock was on, and I didn't know.
3 times.
That's
I beat her 3 times.
That was 3 times.
I didn't know my caps lock was on.
Think we need a
I'm not
rematch?
gonna-
Have
It was
it.
all caps.
Yeah, rematch. What
Um,
next stream we just do the typing test?
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
human
That'd be
benchmark
so
test?
fun.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. But yeah, I don't read
No
too
books,
much.
no books coming to mind.
Not
I
even
can't. I
Harry
mean, like, I
Potter?
can do.
You've
I
never
mean, I
read
read the
Harry
Harry Potter books, but like looking back on it, it wasn't something I was like, oh, I need to go back and read.
What about children's books like Goosebumps series or like
Oh,
Read a
Things
little
like
bit of
I love
Goosebumps.
Treehouse? What is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Treehouse?
Magic
Magic
Treehouse.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with
Nancy
Matt
Drew.
Christopher. There was this
I was
book
a
by
Jew.
Matt
Loved her.
Christopher
She was a
called
queen.
The Quarterback Switch, and again, I'm a big jock and football, whatever, raw guy. So there was a book where two quarterbacks, they were brothers or twin brothers, and one of the quarterbacks was disabled. He couldn't use his legs anymore, and the other guy was the quarterback. And they would transfer bodies through ESP. And the guy that was better, who was disabled, would come and play quarterback on game days, and he would go crazy.
What's ESP?
They were on the same wavelength.
Oh, so they're not like conjoined twins.
No. Yeah, I'm not a bit. I mean, I should read more probably, but I don't. You're not gonna make me.
Read lore. There you go.
There you go.
TSA's lore dumps.
TSA's lore dumps. I read those all the time. When I was a kid, I read a lot, and then like I feel like when
You
people
look like you read a lot.
thank you, Wade. And then once I got to college and stuff, it was like more just like schoolwork that I had to do.
Oh.
But I mean, I still liked it. Like I really like nonfiction books and stuff, like memoirs and stuff. 'Cause I was a history major.
So I majored in memes, so memoirs are kind of the same.
Nice, yeah, same thing. And like in college, I was reading on average, I think like 650 pages a week.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Because
God.
it was just history's like, especially my last
Yeah.
year, is just a lot, and you know it too because you're communication and stuff.
Art history,
Um,
right?
It's a lot.
But now that after I graduated, it was just like it was like a strong like drop off. Like
Yeah.
I haven't read in so long.
Yeah,
after
who
starting
reads
this
for
job.
fun? Sorry.
Who reads for fun? Probably actually who asked this question. Who's interested to know?
Sorry.
I still go to the library and look at books.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I go to the library
It's
just to
really
smell the books.
fun. Just to smell
I know
the
I miss
books.
libraries.
I go to the library to ask if I can park in their parking lot.
Is there free Wi-Fi?
Use their bathroom.
I'm like, yo, can I park here?
Do you guys have a bathroom?
Please don't show me a book. I just look in the park. I'm like a vampire.
Spray like holy water at the librarian. Back off, demon.
Oh my goodness.
I walk in with a cross. I'm off. Looking for a parking.
Nerds. Get away, nerds.
I'm gonna look like such an asshole. Okay, what's next? Do we have anything else?
Yes. Let's see.
So as we were talking about, they were talking about their first impressions of me.
Oh yeah.
So
we
my
can do
first
that.
impressions of them
Oh, yeah.
was basically, so I like stalked them on like the internet before I like
Nice.
came here and
Smart
everything.
strategy, by the way.
So I got to know all of them, made sure I memorized all their names and stuff like that. But like I walked in and I saw everyone and everyone was just sitting there at the desk and I'm like, what is happening?
always gonna
Hello?
be intimidating.
Hi!
Always.
And then everyone's just like, hello.
That
Right
sounds
from
like
left to right.
Everyone like looked so dead tired and I was just like, I'm just gonna keep being
Oh, no.
myself and try
Usual
to
day.
put in the energy.
That sounds like Wade's story.
I got to like 10
Yeah.
minutes early and I was just like, I think I came too early. And it was just like dead quiet for like 10 minutes and I'm just
We all
like,
have that story.
so
That's
scary.
Yeah.
How was it, though?
It was really great when I got to talk to you guys though, like, especially like just getting to know everyone. I was just like, wow, everyone's so nice and like really cool. And then you guys came in and we talked about alcohol and like stuff like that. And I was talking about my alcohol cards and like you guys have in the back of your trunk. And I'm just like, no, I don't bring them everywhere. But hopefully I can bring them on stream one
Mark
day.
was like, do you have them?
I have this like card game
Brings
that I
us to
have
your
that like you
interview.
What's
drink
the
every
alcohol
time.
card?
It's the card game she's
You
talking
drink every time.
Oh.
You put it on a card. It's like drink. You're
It's
like,
called
okay.
Buzzed. I remember the
Buzzed.
word.
Drink.
I love this game.
What was your first impressions, though?
Yeah. I want to know. What do you think? We're putting you on the spot. What did you think of Haley?
I thought Haley was adorable. I was just
Oh.
like, oh my god, she's someone I want to talk to. K-pop, like someone I can talk to finally. Like, please, we're gonna do reactions of not just gaming, but like of K-pop and everything,
Yes.
of anime too. Like
Yeah,
these
yeah.
two don't really watch anime. I was surprised,
Wow.
and I was just like,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
We watched
Uncultured.
Sailor Moon. You
I've
talked about
watched-
Sailor Moon.
I watched Sailor Moon as a child. I used to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch Sailor Moon.
Wow.
Yeah, dedication.
Nice.
that's dedication.
I watched Naruto.
Mark's like, enough about Haley.
King's
what do you like
Avatar.
about me?
And then Margo was like, oh my god, he's like the best friend that I always wanted because like I was like looking at her astrology channel and everything. And I'm like, yes,
Oh, you saw that?
I'm a Sagittarius, by the
Oh,
way.
no way. My best friend's a Sagittarius.
Big fire, big like adventure,
Yeah.
like hyper.
It's fire.
Fire, yes. And Wade
I
was
know
really
what my
scary.
answer is.
He's really tall,
You're
and
scary.
I'm like the small 5'2" Asian person, right? And I'm just like, he's kind of intimidating, and like he talks
Oh,
about
he's
like
like
MMA
6'8".
the first time he talks
Yeah.
to me, and I'm just like,
I thought he was
MMA.
gonna punch me in the face.
I'm like, hi, Jamie. MMA. Yeah, so Mark had a similar story. I don't think Haley was very intimidated by me. Maybe not like on a I'm gonna beat your ass.
Because you
level.
guys are the same height.
I think Haley was more intimidated by, oh god, he works.
I was like, oh no.
He actually
Like this
works.
guy's gonna take my job.
It was like, the funniest thing, you were like, who's this guy? Just
Yeah.
walk in. Oh god, who's that? Okay, so yes, apparently the thing is, guys, in person I'm not very intimidating.
no, he's a sweet teddy bear, like a giant teddy bear.
Big sweet teddies.
Oh,
What is that? What is that?
He was really friendly.
Give it a couple weeks.
She's very friendly.
Yeah, that was probably pretty accurate. That's the way it went. I was interested because most of the time it's like Mark and Haley get really glowing reviews, and just like Nightbot, it's just Wade is just Wade. That's usually how it goes with me.
Everyone has a crush on Wade.
Aw.
Kelsey hates me. Kelsey hates me. So.
How does Kelsey feel about that?
She doesn't mind it. She doesn't care. She likes the fact that she.
If she was on camera, everyone would have a crush on her.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
But she
Kelsey's
likes the
hot.
fact that she is popular than me in my own channel. She thinks that's hilarious. 'Cause anytime we're on stream and there's like a whiff, I'll be like watching the chat. Kelsey comes home from nannying and there's like a whiff of Kelsey. Like you just hear her. Hey, what's up?
Chat pops
Instantly, chat goes crazy.
Goes good.
Nightbot. Manajunky's like, exclamation point Kelsey, exclamation point Kelsey. I'm like, and she just walks over and like looks at the chat. She's like, And like, watches
She knows.
She doesn't have to do anything.
it. She's like spamming her TikTok. She's like, but yeah, Kelsey doesn't mind it at all. If anything, she's like, I'm glad you have some attention so you don't have to bother me.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, first impressions from Jaemi. Very cool.
Nice.
Do we have anything else or should we wrap?
What's your favorite one? Sammy.
What? Don't make her
Andrew
say
off
that.
camera.
Hey!
I can't believe he wore a Genji mask throughout that whole live stream for the
that's
solo
right.
party. I like tuned in at the beginning and then like tuned in every now and then tuned in at the end and I'm like, how is he still
I
in that?
know.
If I was him, I'd be sweating buckets or something.
He has AC in there.
Oh.
Since our
Built-in
viewers don't know
AC.
that much about Andrew, you should say your first impressions of him as well.
Ooh.
A Korean senpai. I was like, oh, he's Korean. Please teach me your ways. Okay, a little
Teach
bit.
me your ways.
So like, I'm a huge
How to be
nerd,
Korean.
like K-pop, anime, so I like throw in like Korean and Japanese everywhere. So that's a little bit about my
Spray Korean and Japanese.
Yeah. So I was like throwing
Venom.
back to my K-pop days of like in like 2012, 2013. That was my year of K-pop. I was just like,
Could you see Andrew as a K-pop star?
Yes.
Andrew's
We
in a
talked
K-pop
about
group.
Wow.
Super
Yes,
Junior.
that's true.
He's fit right in there.
Super
you go.
Junior.
I used to
Super
be in a
Junior.
K-pop group.
More
actually.
like super senior, I feel like. But
That's good, Wayne. Good job.
Andrew and I are on the same. Okay, I think that's gonna do it, man. I think that's it
That's
for
good.
today.
That's really
Jamie's first time debuting here on the podcast.
Yep.
Again, guys, make sure you subscribe here at Let's Play, also on the GMineo main channel, and wherever
Check
you're
us out on
listening
Spotify.
to, yes, Spotify or iHeartRadio, we're on there too now.
SoundCloud, yes.
SoundCloud we haven't updated in a while, but we will make sure we do that. I use a different service. But yes, check us out on there, like, and leave us a review. Yeah, Jaemi, you want to lead us out?
That's all, folks. Is that what it was? I just remember
That's
Looney
all.
Tunes or
That's all,
something.
folks.
So,
You can say I'm Jamie, and then we'll kind
Yeah.
of fall in line.
Alright.
I'm Jamie, and that's it for today.
dang,
Nice,
she
just
took
Jamie.
you
She's
over.
like, I'm
Just
Jamie.
Jamie.
She's like, I'm
Oh, wait, I'm Jamie.
all you need, all you'll ever need. Goodbye.
You two said take over, so I was like, okay, I'm taking over.
I'm Wade,
I'm Jamie.
I'm Art.
I'm Haley.
and until next time,
Game
game
it
until
till
you
you
make
make
it.
it.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.